Today's topic, indecision, not decision, indecision. I hope you're ready for it. Yes, you can go live with me, Nemo. Give me a few moments and we will go live shortly. Resend the request, okay, as names are scrolling. So tell me if you're joining for the first time. Let me know, either on Facebook or on Instagram. Bauna, request to join, view request. Quite a few of you want to join live. Okay, let's see. Here we go. I just sent it back. Yes, good morning to you. First time live, Cameron. Happy to have you here. Tell me where you're from, wherever you are. I'm hoping you're doing really well. Anyone else joining for the first time? Hi, everybody. Hi, Praveen. Sylvia, good morning. Brazil. VG, first time here. Happy to see you here. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Family's well. Cameron, you're joining from UK, Valma. It's the one place I haven't been in UK. I'm sure many, but that place I haven't been. VG, you're unable to join. I'm not sure what's going on because I see your request. I'm selecting it, but somehow it's not happening. I'll try it again in a little bit. Okay. Good morning, Anura from Washington. Nice to see you. Good morning. Okay, let's see again. VG, send another request. I'm selecting, but not happening. Good morning, Sweeta. From my side anyway, good morning. Nemo Patel joining for the first time from South Carolina. Happy to have you here, Nemo. Okay, I suppose we'll get started. Power of indecision. How many of you have a tough time making decisions or suffer from not making a decision? Let me see. How many of you have that challenge? Oh, hi, Mayank. Yes, I see you. Waving to you. I'm absolutely here. Valeria, good afternoon from Brazil. Happy to see you. Again, how many of you have a tough time making a decision or struggle from not making a decision? This is an important question. I'm always indecisive about simple things, Deepika says. Why? I have a hard time making a decision. You're writing in from Paraguay, so happy to see you. Very, very tough for me. Always struggling. I used to, not anymore. I would love to know, Vadvani, what's your solution? I'm sure our audience would like to know. Kasha Fraser, hi, Woozy. Nice to see you. Lucas, hello. I'm still saying good morning. Bear with me, okay? These are a lot of lovely, wonderful, dear friends. So taking a few moments just to say hi to everybody, all of you on Facebook also. And I'm assuming that you are okay because it's the one place I don't see any chats. That can. Are you? Somehow I'm going to have to get someone to respond. I guess I always feel like I'm losing something or afraid of making a bad decision. That's why we don't choose. Yes, that is correct. That is why we don't choose. So I'm afraid it's not working. I know that you're all requesting to go live, but for some reason that's just not happening. Nemo, here, I will again see if this works. Bhavna Panchal. See if that worked. Accept.
Yes, ma'am. This is what. Hi, Jai
Okay.
Gurudev.
Hi, how are you?
Not okay at all.
Not okay? Okay, I don't want you to cry. I want you to address the situation. What
Yeah.
is it that you're not okay about?
It's a time like sometimes in life you are like out of every situation, but the moment right now I am like I have so much things, right? Guruji gave me, but nothing worked for me today.
Okay, but hold on. You see, part of why we are indecisive is because we're not really clear about what it is that we're trying to decide on. Why aren't we clear? Because our mind doesn't want to lose anything. We keep looking for something more, something better, so we never commit and we never choose. So I'm asking you a very direct question. What is it that you're not able to decide about? Before getting into why, before saying I have all these tools and I'm not using it, what is it that you can't decide about?
Nothing like for my children's or for my family, it's so much going on in life this moment that I'm stuck. I don't know where to go. I have no way. I mean, never think like I'm on this position ever.
Okay, you're not answering my question. I have to say bye to you because you're not wanting to get clear. Do you notice that? This is too broad. Life is difficult for everybody. That's the nature of life, right? That's what Buddha said. What's the first lesson of Buddha? Life is suffering. Means there's so much going on: health, children, work, finance, parents, paying bills. That's just part of life, correct? And in everything we do, from what time we wake up in the morning to what time we go to sleep, where we put our effort, where we put our energy, where we put our attention, all of it requires decision making. Some things appear small to us and some things appear to be huge, insurmountable.
Yeah, for
But
me,
yes.
like I've been in the same place for last 20 years and now is a time that I have to make decision to move out from this place.
So why aren't you? Well, if you know that you've been in the same place for 20 years and now is the time to move out, why aren't you? That's a question.
Because I'm thinking so many things like how I'm going do my every effort, like how can I afford all that, like not it's just afford things only. I know I can find another job and do that if I move, but it is not easy to get me and my husband both going be find right job to afford that place.
Have you looked? Have you looked?
Not looked yet, but
So you see, you're just in your head. There's no action. There's no real choice. You just are attached to the story for 20 years. This is sounding really harsh, but so many of us are attached, entangled in the story. We don't want to get out of our story. We want to keep running it. We like getting into the victim phase instead of the proactive phase of life. So this is a choice you have to make. What are you willing to do about getting out of your indecision? Because what's happening by not choosing is you're draining every ounce of your power, your potential, your skill, your talent, and you're getting deeper and deeper into the hole of disempowerment. You are enabling your own self to go into a corner. That's what's happening. Listen, if you don't choose, do you succeed or fail?
failed, of course.
Yes, you've already failed. 20 years have gone by and maybe you decided 5 years ago, I need to make a decision. Here you are 5 years later without a decision. You have already failed. If you feel you've already failed, if your subconscious knows you've already failed, do you think that even in the small decisions you will feel confident? No, no, you will not. So unfortunately, the only way out of indecisiveness is to choose. That's the only way out. And then choose and think? No, choose and act. That's what you have to do. But that isn't what's happening, right?
But awareness there, like if I go on that further steps, I'm scared inside. Like, okay, what about my children has to be suffer too, because they have to have certain, right now one in college. So if I move, I have to think about that too with the
Well,
financial.
hold on. So by thinking about it, is your fear reducing? It's not. By thinking about what should I, it's not reducing. Okay? I'm not saying disregard and don't do due diligence, and I'm not saying just willy-nilly make any choices, but you say for 20 years, you've been thinking about this for so long. So why don't you get up and move into some kind of a choice and some kind of an action? And then you're going to say, yes, but there's so many people involved. I don't know. It's not just me. It's my kids. You're attached to your victim story. Are you ready to get out of it? That is actually the question. That's the only question. Are you ready to get out of it? Or do you want to spend the rest of your life trying to make one decision? Where to move is what I'm gathering. Do I move from where I live now and move to a different place? Go move and see what happens. If you don't like it, you could always come back to exact same place where you are. You know, you have to be strong. You have to be willing. You don't want the consequence. You don't want to feel like I failed at it. I made the wrong choice. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. We are a football of our own opinions in our head. And our own opinions change all the time. It's crazy. Look at your own mind. The same person in your head, you. Are you all with me? The same person in your head, you, at any given moment gives 100 different types of advice. Yes? You sit there saying, I should move because it'll be good for me. And the next second it says, no, how can I move? It'll not be so good. It's hard on my sister, my cousin, my son. Oh no, but if I move, then I will lose an opportunity elsewhere. That's what you're doing.
Yes, I did that.
One person in your head in 1 minute gives you 15 different advices, and you listen to that madness, that mad you in your head. Why would anybody do that? That's the first thing to recognize. Okay, the best thing for you to do is move on and take some choice, some action. Okay, talk to the next person. Take care. Yeah, go ahead. You're live with me. Tell me your name.
Yeah, hi, Didi.
Where are you, and what do you want to talk about? What are you deciding?
So, Didi, my name is Apurva Vij. I'm from Delhi, from India, and I have a question related to intuition. That what exactly is intuition?
No.
And
Indecisiveness. Wait. We're talking about indecision. What is it that you cannot make a decision about? Or what happens to you when you don't decide? That's what we should talk about.
Okay,
Tell me.
so Didi, I mean, what I'm indecisive about, I'm not able to make a decision related to my personal life. I am stuck somewhere related to one person, and somehow, I feel I should go back, communicate, but it is not happening, and I'm not able to move on with the.
What do you? But look. Again, when you hear yourself out loud, hold on. When you hear yourself out loud, what do you hear? I'm not able to decide about my personal life. I'm not able to decide about communicating with one person. I don't know if I should or not. What is the problem? What are you afraid will happen if you communicate or don't communicate? Just act on it instead of thinking about it. Mental paralysis becomes verbal diarrhea. You know what that means? It means we'll go on talking about it, either in our head or with other people. You want to communicate? Call up the person, talk to them, whatever happens, then move on. Add a moderator to live video. Well, okay. Kasha Frazier, there you go. Are you hearing me? I think you're not having a good signal. Okay. So while this works itself out, here's something else we need to really look at. Really, let's look at the power of indecision. First things first, we do not choose because, bottom line is, we're afraid. There's fear of making a mistake, fear of failing, fear of getting it wrong, fear of being judged, fear of your own judgment with yourself, fear of losing opportunities. What that means is we listen to our internal noise, and that noise, that voice in our head only, please understand this, only operates from fear, separateness. It does not really operate when you cannot decide. The voice in your head operates from fear. It does not decide. It does not choose to act because it feels powerful. That's the first thing you have to know. So what does that mean? Ignore. Don't give it weight. Don't give it importance. Don't give it so much reliability. Just leave it alone. You say to yourself, I heard you. I heard all the caution. I heard all the fear. I heard all the do's and don'ts. However, since you don't move with one direction, you, the voice in your head, since you give me every side of the equation, I will leave it aside. And what do you have to do? You must give yourself chance to withdraw. What does that mean? Withdraw from your family influence. Withdraw from media influence. Withdraw from your cultural conditioned influence. Pull away. This is why we have ashrams. This is why we have silence retreats. This is why in every tradition there's a notion of contemplation, pulling back from all the influence that is around us, closing our eyes for some moment, getting into rest, deep relaxation, calmness. And when you're clear, when you feel happy, when you're at peace within yourself, then asking yourself, is this something that I want long term? Is this something that if tomorrow morning I were to pass, I could say, this is important enough, I should have done it, I should have acted upon it. And if that's the case, when you're cool and calm, and that's what the voice inside of you says, then the only thing left for you to do is to decide to get behind yourself. Right? But that is not what we do. We give so much importance to the voice, the thinker, the talker, the noise in our head. And we try to make a decision, and that voice, that individual, that entity in our head operates from separateness, aloneness, anxiety, fear. If you reached out to me for input or guidance or conversation, and I give you that from fear, anxiety, worry, would you listen to me? No. No one would listen to me. No one would listen to the best of people if you knew they were coming from feeling alone, feeling isolated, feeling separate, feeling like I'm out of control, feeling I need to make a decision, feeling if I don't get it right, something bad is going to happen. I'm not sure. Coming from an opportunistic place. You would never listen to that other person. So why do you listen to the crap in the head, the voice in your head? This is the first thing that everyone must get clear about. Don't give so much importance to your voice, your thinking. Second thing is, you have to make a decision. Then the question becomes, how do I decide? There's so many options. Correct? There's the other thing that goes, how do I decide? If I go, if I don't go, if I stay, if I break up with this person, if I don't break up with this person, if I stay married, if I don't stay married, what career to choose. I'm not just talking about what color socks to wear. I'm talking about everything. How do I decide? The rule is very simple. Short-term gain and long-term pain, you will find regret with. But if you decide with, I'm willing to bear through challenges and pain and difficulty and discomfort short term, there will be long-term gain, then you know you're going in the right direction. It's a formula, right? Formula, step number 1, disregard the voice in your head, retreat inward, find the calm, and then ask yourself, what do I really want? And will this be the thing that I want when I've gone 10 years from now, 5 years from now, or if I were to check out from the planet? That's step 1. Then step 2 is do your due diligence and look for what creates short-term pain and long-term gain. That is how you balance the pros and the cons of a decision. And once you have done that, guess what? The only thing left to do is step number 3. Get behind yourself. Start taking action. Move with it. Look for a location. Make all the decisions that you need to and get the family and friends behind you to say, hey, I've decided to do this. Support me with it. Don't keep coming back with what if. And the last thing you have to know is however much you think through, you plan through, the variables of life, because life always throws at us what is unknown. That is part of life. You have to accept it. You have to embrace it. Be okay with it. Actually, the unknown is what makes us thrive and be happy. Otherwise, you'd be complaining, I'm bored. So you have to embrace it. And in order to embrace the unknown of life, you know what? The only thing you have to do is know that it's part of life. It's part of life. Tilt your eyes, look for the joy, the adventure that can come out of moving to a new place, a new decision, a new choice. Put your awareness on that, because what you put your attention, your awareness on, that grows in life. It's a 3-4 step formula, but we fail at step number 1. We give too much value to our voice. Step number 2, we want instant gratification. We are addicted to instant sabashi, instant, oh, I did well, so that you can feel empowered and good about yourself. This is just a facade. Only those who have the strength and the resilience to go the distance after short-term difficulty succeed. But that isn't what we do. We fail again step 3. And step 3, why would we act? Because the minute we act, we have to tell the world, I succeeded or I failed. And we're scared to death of that. What do we care about other people? Are you going to sit around wondering what others will say about whether you succeeded or not? They don't have time for you. They could care less, and move on from those who do not back you. Just move on from those people. And the truth of the matter is, if you look around you, most people are so self-revolved. They're so afraid that they don't get behind you. Very, very clear However it is, you have to choose and act. Good. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. Can you click off and let me see if I can bring someone else into asking questions? Aparna, I will see if you can, or Ketan, see if you can join. Well, that's not happening. Okay. Aparna. Okay. There you go. Hi.
Hi, Jagat Didi.
How are you?
Fine, Didi. I'm a big fan of you.
Hold on. No matter how hard I try, I'm unable to overcome overthinking. What can be done? Disregard your overthinking. Don't worry about it. You already know you're overthinking, so why are you giving it any importance? I'll tell you one thing to do. Exercise. Do physical exercise and you will find that your thinking reduces, retreat inward, like I said, and then find a quiet moment to move from. I'm stuck, unable to make decisions of moving on for a long time. Today's your day. Choose one thing and act on it. So what did you want to tell us, Aparna?
Actually, Didi, I'm an art of teacher. But last year, so I got my husband and me got COVID, and since like 1 year, like we are suffering on the like now it is okay, but because he was very critical.
What's your question?
Actually, my question is like I'm not.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's use this as an opportunity to learn. Look at what we do. We always have a narrative. This is how we remain confused and pretext and not choose. You know, we're talking about inability to make a decision or not willing to, or being indecisive and the ramifications of that in our life. How do we like to set it up? I'm an art of living teacher. Actually, my husband and I both had COVID, and for a long time, that narrative we have to let go of. That story keeps us trapped. Forget the story. What is it that you're not deciding about? You know what happens with the story? We can play victim. With the story, we can excuse ourselves and feel sorry for ourselves or provide a reason why we're not acting. It makes us temporarily feel good about ourselves for not choosing. Are you hearing me? I'm not criticizing you. This is what all of us do. No? How do we quiet yourself to listen to your inner voice? I already said retreat. 3 days, 2 days, some amount of time where you let everything else go. Because nobody's opinion, idea is perfect. Everything requires a choice and an action and the responsibility to make mistakes. That's the truth. Sorry, go ahead, Aparna. Please finish.
Just actually, since long, no, I haven't taken a course, art of living course. So sometimes, see, though I am an art of living teacher, so it has become very difficult to come out of like how to start again, because now I have to start from zero.
If this is your only problem in life, you're very good. It's brilliant.
Yeah, our only problem.
Okay,
only
well,
problem.
go and register. Can you imagine? You are live.
No, I'm already teacher. I'm already teacher.
So what?
Art of living teacher.
You know what? I'm already a teacher, but the best teacher is the one who's a student. Once or twice a year, I go and I repeat a course with my friend Philip, or sometimes I go with another teacher, Michael, somebody.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a teacher. That's another facade that we keep going with. So we don't do the simplest thing. Nobody's perfect. We're on a journey. Go register. Who cares that you're an art of living teacher? Is that all you are? No. Okay, who else is there next to you? Sir, go ahead. Tell me your name. What's your question? And leave out the narrative. You can't hear me. Can you hear me? No? You can't. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are hearing you.
The gentleman next to you on my screen, you have a question or a comment? Okay, I don't know. He's there, but I don't hear him. So let's see. What else do you have here? Uh, Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Ketan and
Yeah.
checking.
Okay, you already have your answer. That's great. Thank you. Anybody else? Thank you. I really needed to hear that. I'm stuck, unable to make a decision for a very long time. How do we quiet ourselves? No matter how hard I try, I'm unable to get over it. I'm getting stuck. Look, we've talked about this. If you have any other questions, please come on and ask, or you can chat me. If not, we've been here 30 minutes. And one point that is very clear that we've been making is, and I suppose this is step 0 to the steps I already described, drop your narrative around indecision. Look, it's not that I also have a challenge about certain things where I have to make a decision. For instance, within the foundation, what would be the best way for me to use my time in supporting the work? The world certainly needs what we offer, what the foundation offers, what Guruji offers, but it's not so simple. It's really rather, because it's a system. It's a huge organization, and it's very difficult to know what's the best way to contribute. And I'm not saying my ideas are right or that they're the best. I'm just saying there's a creative energy that wants to express and move forward. And I also take on my own narrative, well, and everything from divine narrative to political narrative. The divine narrative would be, well, Guruji must want it this way. The universe wants it this way. It's meant to be. Oh, there's some big lesson for me. Oh, it's about getting over my karma. I give all those stories. And then in the end, I have to say, maybe that's true. Maybe that's not true. I'm not in a position to know. I can only express and be authentic about what I can do. And so here I am doing these lives. Does it help someone? Does it not help someone? I don't know. All I can do is do what I know is a obvious calling, not sit 20 years and think about it. So here I am. You understand? So maybe step 0 is get rid of the narrative. Get rid of the stories around it, the victimizing that happens. That's why you don't decide. That is not really a victim. It's a story you set up for yourself so you can look good to yourself. It's an excuse you give to yourself so that you can say, oh, see, because I'm having COVID, because I didn't know what to do, because I'm sick, because I don't know. That's why I'm not deciding. Those are stories. You know? When you're in knowledge and doing sadhana, listen all important talk from still. Why that stage that you lose all this and all your strength and start thinking about not to live anymore. Nimal, I read your question. I'm not 100% sure if I understand it, but you know, choosing to act and move forward in life again and again, it's like peeling an onion skin or climbing up a mountain. Each step, each day is a process of going up. We are not afraid. You know, our deepest fear is not our inadequacy. Please understand this. I think it's from Nelson Mandela. Our deepest fear is not our inadequacy. Our deepest fear is that we are very powerful beings. And we do not need to play smaller than who we are in our life. That doesn't give anyone an excuse or you. We have to play the powerful being that we are. And by doing that, our presence, who we are, gives permission and liberates someone else. If we liberate ourselves from our fear, the noise in our head, the feeling of separation, the feeling and the fear of discovering how truly powerful we are, we give permission to liberate another just by our presence, our existence. And that's actually the fear. See? So I will end here by saying, just go for it. You know, it's everyone's right. Every child is born with the right of magnificence. It's just covered with that mad voice in our head. It's mad. It's insanity, that voice. Don't listen to it. Are you with me? Don't listen.
Yes, yes, Didi.
You know, where does nothing to lose come during decision making? Where does nothing to lose comes when decision making? I'm not sure about your question, but what I can say is what you think you have to lose is bigger in your head. You know, you have to act. And in action, the universe unfolds more and more lessons, more and more information, more and more instinct, intuition comes up so that we can navigate the choice that we made. See? But we have to get moving. Thank you so much. Thank you. How do we
Thank you so much, Didi.
Thank you so
how
much.
do
You always,
we retreat at home if we can't go to ashram? How to retreat at home if you can't go to ashram? You know what? These days there's so much online available, meditations and so on. Perhaps you decide on a Saturday, okay, if I can't do it the whole day, a few hours, I'm going to keep silence. I'm going to go into nature. I'm going to soak my feet in the ocean. I'm going to listen to some audio, some meditation, and just say, okay, ask myself the question, what is the worst that would happen? And is that my belief and assumption and thinking, or is that something I'm picking up because of the expectations of society and the world? You know, ask yourself a simple question. If I don't do this, how long will I regret it? And if I do this, is this what I want long term? They are simple questions to ask. And get rid of the story. Fear, worry, what if not? You will not know. Jump on board, move. Let Aparna mom speak. Don't know what you mean.
no, Aparna, Didi, I'm actually, it's like a retreat for us to listening to you. Like, me, I'm feeling so fortunate today. So I'm talking to you like in person, no? Like, so happy today.
God bless you.
Big fan of you.
God bless you. You know what we should do? I'm just thinking. I will announce a master class on
Okay.
decision making. You know,
Yes, yes, I join.
we come on Zoom so that we can interact and engage, because it's a little challenging on a cell phone, on Instagram, right? One or two people. And then we learn
Yes,
and grow from each other. But it's paralysis, indecisiveness, out of fear, a sense of separation, victimhood is paralysis. Then we only exist in life. We're not living, we're not thriving, we're not happy, we're not vibrant, we're not excited, we're not joyful. There's no energy, you know? So, hola, Sidney from Brazil. Hi, lots of love back to you. So happy to see you. Bound.
Didi, can I assist you? May I assist you? Happiness program or anything? I would
No,
even, I can.
first you go be a student, and then you can talk about
Yeah,
being
yeah.
an assistant. Go be a student.
Yes, yes.
Wow, really looking forward to the sessions. Yes, we will do that. All right. God bless everybody. Just close your eyes for 1 second, just 1 second. And let's take a nice long breath in. Little longer, little longer. Hold. And let it go. Again, your fears are not about your inadequacies. They're truly about how powerful you really are. You're not your thoughts. You're not the voice in your head. You're not your emotions. Step back from it. You are the knower of those thoughts, those emotions, untouched. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dee.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.